Welcome back to the session 3. Today we are going to see discrete and continuous variable. Welcome. I am Professor Ramraj, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Department of Commerce, V.H.N.S.N.College, Virudhunagar. In today's class, we are going to see the first one called discrete variable. What is a discrete variable? It's restricted to certain values, usually but not necessary, consist of whole numbers such as a family size, a number, defective item in a box. They are often the result enumerating or counting. For example, we will see in that example also, variables such as some children in household or number and defective items in a box, discrete variable. In such possible, scores are discrete on the scale. For example, house code could have 3 or 5 children, but I should not say 4.52 children I have. We can say in how many, for example, in the screen itself you can see that there are the leakage. Some student come and say to me, sir, there is a leakage in that pipe. Okay, how much water is leakaging? He is saying that much water. This is not countable, because we are studying about the quantitative. It should be number, it should be measurable, it should be, there is a countable. So then he says, sir, there is some 10 buckets of water or 10 liters of water is wasting. He should not say that much of water. Either he can say 10 bucket of water. So when we are exactly count that number, that is called discrete variable. Few more examples are like that. The number of accidents in the last 12 months, how many, there are so many accidents that happen, sir. No, this should not be there. There is an exact count we have to give, that is called discrete variable. The number of mobile cards sold in the store within 7 days, how many members are buying the mobile phone in your shop? You are going to ask the questions, how many persons buying mobile phone from your shop? The shopkeepers are saying there are a lot. That is not point of that in the discretable variable. In discrete variable, we have to know the exact count, how many phone they build. That is the count we need for the research. The number of patients admitted in the hospital over a specific period. During the COVID-19, there are so many people are admitted. The government want to check how many patients are admitted today. Every day we are getting the report from the government. That time they take the count. So that is the discrete variable. We know exact count of the data. The number of new branches of the bank opened annually during 2020 and 21. How many branches you opened? And the manager could not say, okay, I think we opened some more branches. This should not be a right data. The data should be exact and a clear one. The number of weekly visits made by the health person in the last 12 months. How many times you visited? You should not say simply I visit. When I feel bored, I can go for there. It should not be that. Sir, I visited 10 times, I visited 20 times, I visited 2 or 3 times. Like that we are going to say that is called discrete variable. Okay, when you come back to the another phase of that continuous variable. What is mean by continuous variable? You have the doubt. Okay, discrete means there is a concrete number. Continuous means there is not a concrete number. We can say few, either, many. No, this is also not like that. And continuous variable is one of the may take on an infinite number of intermediate value along the specified interval. Within the particular time, we should say the specified interval. The time required to complete MCQ test and waiting time in a queue front of bank counter are the example for the variable. I am going to write an example. I should write the example within 60 minutes. Or how long should I wait? I can say 5 to 10 minutes. Within the time interval, that is called continuous variable. The time required in the above example, the continuous variable, which could be, for example, 1.65 minutes. It could be 1.6.84, like that minutes can take. But within that period of time, within that interval time, we are using that total time periods. Of course, the practical of measurement preclude most measured variable from being continuous. In continuous variable, for example, sugar level in the human body, we are going to check in the sugar level that should be might be from 100 to 120 or 120 to 200, 200 to 300, 400 plus, whatever may be, but the number should be particular range. Blood pressure 80 to 120, 120 to 300, whatever it may be, I am saying for example, but it should be in the range, within the range. It can't be like in cinema movie, it break that pressure tube. It's not like that. It should be in particular range, like a temperature. Someone will, in school kids, they said, sir, I feel some 105 degrees Celsius. It's not a, he can know it's 99 to 102 or 103. They want to exceed that, sir, I feel so much of fever. So the person saying what is the maximum level of fever, that is the measurable and it's a continuous variable. And height, when you are going to measure for your data, the height from 120 centimeter to 160 centimeter height, the various range data people will be there in your data structures. And bank rate, different banks will be giving different bank rate. All are considered in the same categorical. And internal rate of return, earning ratio, how much you are earning, 8% earning, 10% earning, 12% earning, 15% earning per annum, like that. Everything comes under the particular interval we are using. Again and again I am telling that the discrete variable is a exact count, but continuous variable, there is a range in between that we are saying some number and current ratio. No matter how to observation might be, if the instrument of the measurement is precise enough, the third observation can be found, which will fall between first two. A continuous variable generally results from measurement and can assume countless value in the specified range. In many research settings, there are two specific classes of variable that need to be distinguished from one another. That is called independent variable and dependent variable, that we are going to see in the next class. Thank you.